Well, you don't often hear stories about a snake saving your life. When Stu was bitten by a deadly snake while gardening in his backyard, he thought he was a goner. But thanks to a king brown called Roger, he's here to tell the tale.
This is Big Roger, and he's probably one of the favourites in the program. Absolute unit.
God, here it comes.
All right, you ready for this? So are you doing it or am I doing it?
You're doing it, Billy. What am I doing?
You just hang back there.
Snakes alive.
So this is a king brown. They're Australia's largest venomous.
Jeez.
Australia's largest venomous snake, and they put out the most venom.
Right.
Talk about a hands-on assignment.
You good?
Yeah, you good?
I'm good, mate.
I hope you're good.
All righty, you watch this. This is a frightening amount of venom that comes out of these snakes. They take a bit of encouragement. Ooh.
If I'm not so jolly around Big Roger, spare a thought for snakebite survivor Stu.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, I'm all right.
A deadly brown snake struck Stu in his Hunter Valley backyard.
I stepped on, well, I thought it was a stick. I felt a little prick in the side of my leg.
Gardening in thongs wasn't Stu's best idea, but this was early August.
The last thing I remember was uttering the word snake bite to some council workers that were out there.
Within minutes, the married dad was in all sorts.
I was convulsing and all my muscles were twitching and contracting.
Stu was rushed to hospital.
I don't remember tubes being stuck in, and apparently the ones for my arms were the ones for the antivenom.
Life-saving anti-venom, sourced from Australia's only venomous snake milking facility at the Australian Reptile Park on the New South Wales Central Coast.
Mate, I need to say that I'm actually gripping this snake very tightly.
Good. Don't let him
It
go.
pays to follow venom boss Billy's playbook.
Only little fangs, like they're quite small. You can see a bit of venom hanging off just there. But isn't it wild that this is what we do to save human lives?
An eastern brown almost killed Stu.
Good to see you wore some decent footwear today, mate.
It could have been better.
Today, he's up close and personal with one of the snakes that saved him by providing the crucial antivenom.
Nice to meet you, mate.
The eastern brown is the second most venomous snake in the world, behind our inland taipan.
As you can see, really defensive snakes.
Its venom contains a cocktail of poisons.
One drop from this snake can kill over 100 men.
Most lethal snake bites in Australia are from eastern browns.
Have you been bitten?
Nothing worth talking about, mate. I've had plenty of close calls. You would have seen the brown snake going berserko.
The antivenom program's been around since the 1950s. These days, venom keepers wrangle and milk 5 killer species in rotation, like Big Roger. Every drop sent to a government facility in Melbourne to produce much-needed antivenom. The program's saved over 20,000 lives.
You know, we do a lot of it. It's readily available across Australia, and it's the best quality in the world.
That's amazing. And it's free.
It's free.
How about that?
In most countries, you've got to pay for it, and it's expensive stuff, mate.
Yeah.
We also supply our nearest neighbour with much-needed stock.
That's a nice looking snake.
An anti-venom doco I was filming in Papua New Guinea 15 years ago took a dramatic twist when Aussie toxinologist David Williams was bitten by a black taipan.
Oh, mate.
Ah! Okay.
You right?
It's got now, bit. Over the bite, yeah.
It was a race against time to get David the life-saving serum.
Okay, emergency, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Within half an hour of receiving the antivenom, he's coherent once more and talking to his wife and child. David only survived thanks to this venom milking program some 3,500 kilometres away. Now the snakes are moving into new digs, perfect for the park's 200 venomous volunteers, says Reptile Park Director Tim.
I stand here, pinch myself that, right, so that venom gets made into antivenom and saves that guy's life.
Yeah.
You know, and it's real. And that's really rewarding. And so what was it envisaged to be? Well, I think this state-of-the-art facility. I mean, this is the next 50 years of saving lives in Australia.
The park has also undergone many twists and turns. Rebuilding after a devastating fire in 2000, by far the greatest challenge for park owner John.
We thought that was the end of the reptile park, certainly the venom program. But CSL came to the party and helped us, and we rebuilt. This is kind of the second phase of that redevelopment.
Pretty amazing, very, very grateful. You know, I think we're all very, very lucky that we've got such dedicated people here who, you know, really understand the species and know what it takes to, you know, make it safe for everyone.
Stu and his family were given a sneak preview of the new facility.
I'd bite Daddy too if you stood on my tail.
Exactly.
A not-so-gentle reminder of the reptile rule book.
In here, you're going to put the body in, all the way to the back of the enclosure. Yep, like that. And then I'm going to go, whoop, whoop.
Jeez. There you go.
And there we go. And look at that.
And then look at that.
Cocktail of just disaster.
Yeah, right there.
But we can use it to save human lives, so it's a positive, mate. It's a positive.
Well, Steve was very brave in that story, I have to say, and Stu's days of gardening in his thongs are well and truly over.